What is going on, Cardano Nation? Welcome back to the Dapp Central YouTube channel. Happy Easter to all of you celebrating. And in today's video, I want to break down some of the latest news here from over the weekend surrounding Cardano. Now, first things first, I want to talk to you guys about an Ethereum fund being held by Grayscale, and I want to review some of their allocations specifically when it comes to holding Cardano. Now, if you've never heard of Grayscale, they're going to be one of the largest digital currency asset managers right now within this space. Next, I want to talk about TapTools, which has recently adopted NFT support. So you can now see mint history for NFTs. They've also got NFT charts as well as NFT profiling. So we're going to take a live look here in which I'll be giving you guys a tutorial of all of their new features. Now, after that, we're going to talk about NMKR and the fact that they're not going to be taking advantage of artificial intelligence. Now, if you're wondering how exactly they're going to be doing this, they'll be using this for their documentation. So if you're creating anything on NMKR and you've got some questions around how to do that, you can directly ask this AI feature and it'll actually respond accordingly. Now, in closing of today's video, I want to break down a brand new genre of music coming to the NEWM music record store. If you guys are not familiar with this new record store that just launched, I covered it as a part of my last update here on the Cardano Scoop, in which I had a walkthrough of exactly how to access the platform and some of the available features. That said, let's jump straight into today's content. But before I do that, I just want to highlight that if it's your first time stopping by here on the channel, my goal is to provide you guys in the community with the latest news, tutorials, and reviews. If you guys want to support me here on this channel when it comes to educating the broader Cardano community, then consider delegating with Stakepool DAPP. Throughout the month of April all the way through May, I'll be giving away the Meld and Gens tokens. And if you guys want more information surrounding those particular giveaways, then make sure to check out the description down below for those 2 additional video links. All right, let's go ahead and jump straight into today's first topic, which is going to be surrounding Grayscale and an allocation for their Ethereum fund. Now, the fund that we're going to be breaking down today is going to be one of the first funds here that does not include Bitcoin as well as Ethereum. But before I do that, I just want to highlight exactly what Grayscale is and exactly what they're doing. So as the largest digital currency asset manager, Grayscale helps investors access the ever-evolving digital economy to build their future in the present. Now, if I scroll down even more, they've got some highlights here surrounding exactly what some of the benefits you can get as a investor as well as a shareholder within Grayscale. Now, I also want to mention here that if you do want to purchase some of the Grayscale shares, you can do that through a regular brokerage account. If you want to invest directly into Grayscale, you do have to be an accredited investor, which means that you have to have a gross income of at least $200,000 US per year. So I am not an accredited investor, but I will be picking up some of the regular shares through my normal brokerage account. Now, some reasons as to why you should actually pick or choose Grayscale. So it says here, they're trusted, regulated, easy to use, experts, scaled, and secure. Again, they're going to be one of the largest, if not the largest, digital currency asset manager right now for crypto assets. If I jump into this next page here, where we can review some of their existing funds, we have right now some of the largest ones being their Bitcoin Trust, as well as their Ethereum Trust. Now, Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'm sure you guys are already aware, are going to be the top 2 cryptos right now in terms of history as well as adoption. So it doesn't surprise me here that the majority of their holdings are going to be within Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, what I want to highlight is going to be this fund down here, which is going to be the smart contract platform Ethereum fund. So this particular fund currently has over $1 million in it. And what I want to break down is the fact that in this particular fund, there's not going to be Bitcoin or Ethereum. So this is going to be a fund that's excluding both of those 2 cryptos. But as you guys can imagine, they have Cardano in that fund. So jumping over here into this next screen here, what we can see is going to be the allocation of their assets when it comes to this smart contract platform Ethereum fund. So let me get myself out of the way. And what you're going to notice is that at number 1, we've got none other than Cardano ADA. Now, this particular token or crypto makes up 28% of their portfolio, with Polygon or Matic making up 21%. Then we've got Solana with 16%, and then Polkadot with 15, followed by Avalanche with about 12, and then very lastly Cosmos, which is going to be an interoperability network, with 6.71%. Now, the main highlight here, as you guys know, given the fact that this is a Cardano-centric channel, is the fact that Cardano has the largest allocation. And so 28% compared to the next runner-up, which is going to be Polygon, with about 21%, is a nice amount. Now, if I jump myself back on the screen here, let me just quickly pull up my calculator, and we're going to take 1.5 million here, and we are going to see exactly how much about 28% of that is. So that comes out to a little bit under $420,000. So quite a nice amount here that they have invested in Cardano. And we would hope to see that as this particular fund grows, that this amount grows as well. Now, I do need to confirm exactly how many other funds do contain Cardano, as this is only a single fund. So if I jump back over here into their products page, you will notice that they've got multiple funds here, right? So some of these are specific to just a single token, for example, like the Ethereum Grayscale Trust, as well as the Bitcoin Trust. But then you've got other ones here like the Digital Large Cap Fund, as well as the Smart Contract Fund, which we just took a look at, which do include additional other tokens. So let me actually just pop open one of these here and see if Cardano's actually mentioned in here as well. So as we can see here in this large cap fund, we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Polygon, as well as Solana and Cardano. Now, Cardano has a much smaller portfolio share here, given the fact that they're mainly in Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So Cardano is in multiple portfolios. However, they seem to have the majority of this Ethereum fund, which again does not include Bitcoin or Ethereum. That is going to be the first update there that I wanted to highlight surrounding Grayscale. Next, I want to jump into some updates here surrounding TapTools, which is going to be a platform allowing you to profile and view on-chain data for Cardano. So if I jump back over here, what you're going to notice is that NFT data is now live on their platform. Now, TapTools has been on the network here for quite a bit of time with a growing amount of users. They recently released a TapTools Pro feature, but they've got a suite of tools which are free to use. So I would highly recommend that you guys go ahead and check out all of their free tools. But on top of that, they've just released a NFT data section. So you can now discover NFTs and their price history, as well as minted NFTs and when a wallet minted an NFT using their new platform. So it states here, discover the NFT marketplace, explore the newly accessible data, and you can also master the realm of digital assets. Now, some of the additional features include the ability to view live listings with a deep dive into specific assets, as well as the ability to explore NFT trade history in real time. So that means that as trades are actually happening, their website will be updating to show you those trades. Now, in closing, in terms of some of the updates that you can get access to, you will have the ability to view the NFT mint history for any wallet. So this means that any wallet that has minted a specific NFT, you'll be able to go back and see exactly when that took place and exactly how many NFTs were minted and for what price. Now, in order to access the official TapTools marketplace, all you need to do is go ahead and navigate to taptools.io. As you guys can see here, from here, you've got some of the top traded fungible tokens, which, as I mentioned before, have been supported for quite some time. What I want to dive a little bit deeper into are going to be some of these NFTs here on the right hand side. So you can search for collections here, for example, like the Ape Society. And as you guys can see, I can see the collection right here, or I can just quickly go ahead and actually click on the collection that is visible here. Now, as you'll note, I can see the recent price change, as well as the floor price, and exactly how much ADA I believe has been traded within the last 24 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and select this NFT collection here. And the biggest notable change is the fact that we now have charts here for the actual NFT collection. So you can see exactly how well the project has been performing over the course of the last few months. Now, you can change the candle size or the visibility that you have here. So if you want to maybe go towards a much more granular time frame, you can do that. Or if you want to maybe expand into larger time frames, you can also change those as well. Now, this particular user interface does appear to be very similar to what we have with the MinSwap platform as well as Wing Riders. And so this should be very familiar or very similar to those if you're already using those. You can also come in and add additional graphs and charts. You can add moving averages, and you can also even perform drawings directly here on this platform. Now, right below that, if I scroll down just a little bit further, what you're going to notice is the live listings. So from here, you can actually click on more info to see some of the recent trading activity for a particular NFT, as well as some of its current traits. So we can see the rank right away. We can see when it was last sold, if so. We can see the wallet that is currently holding it and exactly what kind of wallet it is. So as you guys can see, this is an icon of a shrimp, so it's a much smaller wallet. And then we can see the price of the actual NFT. Now, the next thing I want to note here is that in terms of the properties, you can see some of the different traits, right? So you can see the accessories, the background, the body, the class, ears, etc. So a lot of additional metadata here for the NFT itself. Now, if you're more interested in some of the actual trade history, you can see that down below as well. So you can see exactly when an NFT was last traded, the price at which it was traded for, the rarity or the rank, and then the two accounts that it was traded between. So you have the seller here and exactly what kind of account it was, and then you've got the buyer on the right-hand side. Now, let's say that you're interested in seeing maybe a buyer that's swept the floor for a particular collection. All you need to do is go ahead and click on this drop-down icon here, and you can automatically get an expanded view of the actual wallet itself. So this tool continues to really just kind of blow my mind. If you're a detective or if you're looking to see exactly what particular wallets are doing, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and check this out. And don't forget, they also have a pro platform. So from here, I can see the ADA handle associated with it. I can see the value in terms of ADA for the particular wallet. And then you can also see exactly what trades the wallet has made over the course of the last few days. So it's been doing a lot more buying than selling, with 51,000 ADA being purchased and then selling about 10,000 ADA worth of assets. And if you scroll down here, you can see exactly what they're buying and what they're selling. So an extremely helpful tool. And then right below that, we've got the top holdings for this particular wallet or for this particular account. So you can see mainly their account is made up of the Ape Society, as well as the Goofy Gophers and some Old Money and Salty Seagull NFTs. Now, if I jump over here into this actual wallet, let me just see here. Can I expand this? There it is. View full wallet profiler. Clicking on this here, and let me get myself out of the way again, is going to show me a lot more information specific to this wallet. So the next thing I want to mention is that you can go ahead and view a portfolio. They've got associated wallets, which are the wallets that this particular wallet has interacted with. They've got a full list here of all of their trading activity. And what's really cool here about this is you can see exactly what NFTs or what tokens they purchased and how that token has performed since that actual swap. So as you guys can see here, they purchased some lobster token on late December. And since then, that has actually gone up about 4.27%. So a really cool feature here. Now, what I want to touch on is going to be the fact that from here, you can now get access to a mint history. So you can see exactly which NFTs this particular wallet has actually minted and what they've done with the NFTs since then. So let's see here. Have they actually minted any of the Ape Society? It doesn't look like it, but they have minted some of their frames, right? You can see exactly how many they minted. So 6 of them, how many they currently hold, how many they've bought, how much they've bought in terms of ADA, and then how many they've actually sold. So again, really impressive features here coming from the TapTools team. If you guys are not familiar with them, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and check them out. But that is going to wrap it up there for that particular update. The next item I'm going to break down is going to be an impressive feature here, taking advantage of artificial intelligence being brought on by the NMKR team. Now, NMKR just released their official dashboard. They also just integrated into the staking platform for Genius Yield, and they've just been doing a lot of really impressive work. Now, that said, they're now leveraging AI, and this is also probably going to be riding the wave here that we've seen with Chat-GPT. So a really cool feature, allowing users to search through documentation using artificial intelligence. So it states here, the NMKR documents or documentation are now powered by AI. Type in your question and our Chat-GPT powered AI will answer in an easily understandable format. The AI is trained on the content of the NMKR docs, so it is always up to date. So it looks like they're actually using Chat-GPT, which has seen an upgrade to Chat-GPT version number 4. So what I want to do here is give you guys a brief demo and show you guys how impressive and how quick this new feature is. So I've already popped up the NMKR documentation. All I need to do is click on search, and let me just ask it, how do I mint an NFT collection? And I'm going to turn off my cap locks here, and we're just going to wait for this to respond. So it doesn't take more than 10 to 15 seconds here. And as you guys can see, it lets me know exactly how to mint an NFT, and it even provides additional links. Now, what's really cool too is that it tells me exactly what sources this particular answer is based off of. So if you expand this here, you can go to specific pages showing you or backing up exactly what is listed here at the very top. Now, another cool feature is that you can actually go ahead and just based off of that first question, ask additional prompts. So you can ask exactly what is an NMKR mint, what is an NFT, how are NFTs stored on the blockchain, and why Cardano. Additionally, if this is a good prompt, you can go ahead and mark this as useful, or if it's a bad prompt, you can mark it as irrelevant, or if you want to copy this and share this answer, you can also do that as well. So a really impressive feature. Let me ask one more question. And so there we go. I just asked it, how long has NMKR existed? And it states here NMKR was first launched in April of 2021 as NFT Maker version number 1. So go ahead and check out that tool. What's really impressive for me is how quickly this team was able to integrate this on Cardano. I am not personally aware of any other project doing something like this. But what I would really love to see is this potentially becoming open source, or at least the NMKR team showing others within the ecosystem exactly how to go ahead and take advantage of a feature just like this. I think this is going to be extremely helpful for newcomers into the space, especially for those that like to really ask in-depth questions. And keep in mind that because this is being trained, as you're asking more questions and giving it more feedback, it's going to be able to provide more accurate responses. So a really cool thing to keep in mind there. Now, the very last news topic I want to touch on is going to be an extension of an announcement that I just made surrounding NEWM. NEWM is going to be a decentralized music platform for assisting collectors as well as artists. Now, in my last video, I mentioned the fact that they just released their music record store, which I broke down in that particular video. So I'm not going to harp too much on that here. But what I wanted to highlight is going to be a new genre of music coming into this particular platform. So if I jump over into this next tab here, it says rock is coming to Cardano. So we already have rap, we've already got lo-fi, we've got instrumentals, we've got retro music, a lot of different genres, but I'm not sure that we already have a rock category. So as a part of this, we have Mike Learman Music stating that his new single Baby Bird will be available on Project's NEWM token sale on April 14th. So if you guys are interested in this particular kind of music, make sure to check that out and show some support to the NEWM team. That is going to wrap it up here for today's Cardano Scoop update. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. But as a part of this video, we chatted a little bit about Grayscale, which is going to be the largest digital currency asset manager and their growing share or portfolio of Cardano. We also talked about TapTools and their recent NFT integration, as well as NMKR taking advantage of artificial intelligence. In closing, we recapped some of the information covered by NEWM and the fact that they're now going to be getting a new rock category on their music store. If you guys found any of the content covered as a part of today's update to be insightful or helpful, I would really appreciate it if you guys could tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by the channel and you appreciate content just like this and you want more of it, consider subscribing. And if you guys have any questions for me about any of the topics that we talked about for today's update or Cardano in general, then make sure to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.